As always, a big thank you to our sponsors making these broadcasts possible. Burn Implement, Mo's Stop and Shop, Blue Valley Insurance Agencies, Lynn Post and Vibe, Oldie Seed, Union State Bank of Palmer, Kuhlman Implement, Jack's Food Market, and JD's Catering, Titan West Incorporated, United Bank and Trust, Midwest Products to go along with Duis Automotive, B&W Electric, Inline Construction, Hanover Housing Authority, Ricky's Cafe, Main Street Market in Hanover, Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, Stat Brothers Petroleum, Hanover Electric, Goog's Bar and Grill, Citizen State Bank branches, Andy's Hardware and Lumber, and Hanover Hospital, along with our state sponsors this season, Blue Valley Technologies, Rob Olmsted, Highland Community College, Marysville Livestock Incorporated, Blue Valley Trailers, Landell Company, and Marysville Dental Care. We're back here with game number 2. Give you a recap here before we hopefully chat with head coach Chris Bikeman. Of course, just chatted with Axtell assistant boys coach James Shaughnessy moments ago to talk with Bikeman here earlier today, and he said when he gets time, he'll pop on over here. Hopefully we'll have that opportunity to chat with the 3-time 1A Division II girls head coach. Hanover wins their third straight 1A Division II title with a win over TVL foe Lynn. Again, don't hang your head if you're a Lynn fan. This was a heck of a season, and the future is absolutely bright for this squad. They'll finish the year 18-7. Their 7 losses are all but one of those losses to a team that played in a state championship game. 2 losses to Hanover, a loss to Little River, who ended up falling to Centralia. Centralia got the better of Lynn, too, as well, along with Donovan West, who's playing in the girls to a state bracket. Coach left it all out there. His girls left it all out there, too, as well. This is a heck of a run for the Lynn girls. Looking at official stats from that contest, Bailey Peters, I gave her a little bit too much credit on my score sheet, but she deserves all the credit in the world. She has 19 points, back-to-back games with 19 here at this state tournament. 9 points for Gretchen Bott, 4 points for Marcella Huerta, and 3 for Jenny Turk. Is Lynn just going to find a second scoring option against a tough and stout Hanover defense, as it has been all season long? Lynn ends up shooting 32% from the floor, 40% from behind the arc, and 68% from the free throw line, as they did put up 16 free throws in this contest. But it was the fourth quarter that made a difference. We went into that final stanza with Hanover only leading by 1, but the Wildcats, been here, done that mentality, really showed, outscoring Lynn 18-8 in that final stanza. As we turn our attention to the Hanover girls, again, our hats off to those girls, winning 3 straight there. This has been a dominating run for the Hanover girls here at the state tournament. There was 2 lead changes in this game. 2 times it was tied. Lynn trailed for, I think, under 60 seconds total in 3 games out here at Colby, and they had a tough path of it, too, as they took on Lebo in second-round action. As many had that as the state championship game for the 3rd straight year, but it wound up in the semifinal action. Hanover was led by super senior all-state guard and Kansas Wesleyan commit Anna Juniman. She had 24 points, 4 rebounds to lead the way for the Wildcats. 7 points for Drew Bruna, 2 points for Leah Juniman, 4 apiece for Gracie Bruna, Trinity Schlavach, and Hannah Zarbanicki. And I'm going to give credit to Hannah Zarbanicki, one of 2 seniors on this Hanover girls team. Her and Juniman spent 4 years under head coach Bikeman, and this year Zarbanicki's role decreased immensely with the emergence of players such as Nora Hyman and Trinity Schlavach, but Zarbanicki stuck it out, and she comes up with 2 big buckets in the 4th quarter of that contest for the Hanover girls. When the game was still in question, it was Hannah Zarbanicki with 2 buckets inside that really helped Hanover and pushed them to a state title game. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we'll take a little bit more in-depth look at how the Hanover-Lynn matched up, and then get you ready for Axtell Cunningham coming up here in just about 25 minutes. Again, Max Plasky with you here live from Colby, Kansas, as we get ready for Class 1A Division II Boys State Championship action.
After over 70 years serving Kansas, we here at Bruna Implement know what your farm requires, why it's a necessity, and how to get it to you with a smile. We strive to exceed your expectations and intend to do so, whether you get a tractor, drill baler, or a combine. Whether it's in Marysville, Washington, Seneca, Hiawatha, Clay Center, or even Humboldt, Nebraska, all your farm machine needs can gladly be met at Bruna Implement. Call 785-662-5304 to have your needs met today.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
Jack's Food Market in Lynn is your hometown grocery store offering quality meats, fresh produce, and everything else you need. Planning a party or event? Let JD's Catering handle feeding your family gatherings or corporate events, bringing the flavor to make your event unforgettable. Call today at 785-348-5411 to let JD's Catering and Jack's Food Market in Lynn handle the feast. Again, call JD's Catering at 785-348-5411 for all your catering needs. Main Street Market in Hanover is a proud supporter of all Wildcat athletics. Stay up to date on all the new deals, sales, and more by visiting their Facebook page. Stop by and check out everything they have for your next gathering, family event, or game day. When holidays roll around, don't fret. Main Street Market has you covered. Sure to have everything you need to keep the family full and happy. That's the Main Street Market, downtown Hanover, your local hometown grocery store.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
Kuhlman Implement and Hardware is your Agco Alice, White, Hesting, Leaner, and Gel dealer with personalized care since 1935. See Kuhlman Implement and Hardware for farm equipment, electrical and plumbing supplies, parts, sales, and service. Your Agco Alice, White, Hesting, Leaner, and Gel dealer is Kuhlman Implement and Hardware in Lynn, Kansas.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And they'll reach that goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Proudly serving Kansas with locations at Blue Rapids and Hanover, Sapp Brothers thanks all of their current customers. If you're not a current customer, call the winning team at Sane and Fuel Needs.
Not everyone's going to become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a tradition of experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry. And what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
Max Blasky back with you here from Colby, Kansas. I want to give you a reminder that if you want to listen back to any of our state broadcasts, whether it was from 2A, 1A classifications, we want to go back to an Axtell State football run, maybe a Hanover volleyball run, you can check out all those broadcasts online at kndyradio.com underneath the podcast tab, available to listen back or download, whichever one that you would like to do, as we appreciate the support of all our listeners and sponsors all season long, as we have one more contest here to bring you. 32 minutes of high school basketball will round out this state tournament. I went to break, told you we'd take a little bit more in-depth look at this Hanover-Lynn contest. Again, Hanover wins their third straight state title with a 46-35 victory over TVL foe Lynn. Lynn folks starting to roll out of the auxiliary gym, so hopefully we'll get a chance to talk with head coach Chris Beichman of the winning Hanover Wildcats team here in just a little bit. But looking a little bit more in-depth in that game, again, it was a tight contest most of the way. It was 20-15 at halftime in favor of the Hanover girls. They led only by 1 going into the final stanza. Again, fourth quarter was all Hanover. They outscored Lynn 18-8 in that final contest. Hanover forced Lynn into 27 turnovers in this contest. The first time these two teams met up, Lynn was able to control the ball, but they did cough it up about 15 times. With 27 turnovers in a state championship game will not get you a victory here at the title. Again, I fully expect the Lynn girls to be back here at a state tournament within a year or two. Big cheers coming from the Axtell crowd as the boys walking out onto the court. They're matching up with Cunningham here in just a little bit. Final thoughts, though, from this Hanover-Lynn game before we get you going with that one. And Hanover got 21 of their 46 points off turnovers from the Lynn Bulldogs. Hanover also controlled inside the paint 16-10. And the thing that sticks out to me was in that first quarter, offensive rebounds. Hanover only ended up with 8 offensive rebounds on the game while Lynn pitched in 5. But it was the energy from players such as Leah Juniman, Nora Hyman, Trendy Schlabach, and others that was able to will this Hanover team to their third straight victory here in Class 1A Division II. Hanover ends up shooting 40% from the floor in this contest. They go 20% from 3 as Anna Juniman hit the lone 3 in the first quarter of that contest. Again, free throws were big too as well. In the final stanza, Hanover goes 8 for 14 from the free throw line. They 7 for 28, right at 61% on the contest. As for Lynn, they did shoot it well. They went 32%. They shot at 40% from behind the 3, and it's Bailey Peters with 19 points as she hit all 4 triples for the Lynn Bulldogs. But again, it wasn't enough as Hanover used the quote the other day, and I think I'll get it wrong because I'm not looking at it, but the parts are always more than that of the whole or something like that. Some Aristotle quote there used on that one as Hanover just too much for an upstart Lynn girls team. Again, I mentioned it. I would fully expect Lynn to be in a state tournament, if not next year, the year after when the sophomore class. But right now, this one stings, especially for the seniors, Morgan Wirtz and Marcela Huerta, who finished their Lynn career, though, with one of the best winning records in school history under head coach Trevor Kuhlman. Final thoughts, too, as well on the Hanover girls. A big congratulations to the 2 seniors, Hannah Juniman and Hannah Zarbanicki. This will be a team that returns 4 of 5 starters next year for a state championship team. So just think about this real quick in the TVL if you pay attention all season long. Hanover's going to return 4 of their starters. Lynn's going to return 4 of their starters. Centralia's going to lose Owen Dieters, but they return a big portion of their starting time next year. A freshman team in the Axtell girls that start 4 freshmen this year will return the sophomores next year, along with Natalie Strothman. Then a senior. Valley Heights girls will always be strong. Donovan West girls, you expect the same as they're playing in a state championship game. I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. I think Twin Valley League, pound for pound, is the best league in the entire state of Kansas on both boys and girls high school basketball action. It's also Hanover girls sneaking away from the auxiliary gym. So again, we're going to hold off here, hopefully chat with head coach Chris Feigman coming up in just a little bit, as here come the Cunningham boys running out from behind us. When we come back, we will start taking a look at the Axtell Cunningham contest, and again, hopefully chat with Coach Feigman here before too long as we wrap up a state championship weekend here from Colby, Kansas, that has been very good to the Twin Valley League, and they'll look to do the same here in this one. We'll be back on KNDY FM 95.5 after this word from our sponsor.
Hi, this is Miranda Mainin with Union State Bank in Palmer. We are proud of the work the Bulldog athletes and students put in during the season and all year long. The dedication and determination is what drives the Bulldogs to succeed on the field and in the classroom. Best of luck, Bulldogs. Join Union State Bank of Clay Center, Palmer, and Barnes in supporting all area student athletes this and every school year. Union State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
For a Goog time, head to Hanover. Goog's Bar and Grill is the happening place for food, drinks, and fun. Open 4 p.m. until midnight, Monday through Saturday, and the grill is always open late. Check out Mexican nights on Thursday with the best pizza anywhere all the time. Order by the half combo or full size with carryouts available too. Find Googs on Facebook and check out their daily specials as well as special events. Grab your friends, grab your family, or make some new friends. Where everybody knows your name, it's Googs in Hanover.
Load, sort, and work your cattle easier, faster, and safer with equipment from Lynn Post and Pipe. Wrangler portable corral, stationary working equipment, guaranteed gates, and continuous fencing, all available to make livestock handling safer and more efficient. Lynn Post and Pipe is in the business to help ranchers do what they do best. So naturally, they provide only the most durable and best quality livestock handling equipment. Lynn Post and Pipe Supply, built to last for generations.
As a producer, you've always got one eye on the sky. But weathering the economic climate can be even tougher. That's where we come in. We can make a plan that will help you build a shelter for your investments that'll protect you, your family, and your future. Talk to us about it. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
We're just making a living, making things grow.
Whether you're a full-time rancher or part-time adventure seeker, make sure your ATV, UTV, quad, or side-by-side are protected. At Blue Valley Insurance, we carry a range of policies that cover different types of risks to your off-road vehicles. Maybe someone gets injured, property gets damaged, or a collision with a vehicle or fence. The right insurance can help with out-of-pocket costs. Ride with confidence knowing you're protected with Blue Valley Insurance of Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas, a proud Wildcat booster. That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
Moe's Stop and Shop in Lynn is your stop. Fuel up and fill up at Moe's Stop and Shop. They have gas available, plus they have drinks, snacks, and a whole lot more. Your convenience store is Moe's Stop and Shop. Find them right off the highway in Lynn. Moe's Stop and Shop.
Prioritize your health in 2025 with Hanover Hospital and Washington Health and Drug. Spring into Health Fair. The third annual event is Saturday, April 5th from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. at the Hanover Community Building. Over a dozen local vendors will be providing free lifestyle and health information open to the public with no appointment needed. Discounted lab work will be done on a cash or check basis. New this year, thanks to our generous sponsor Lutz, we will be offering a free blood profile consisting of the CBC, COMP, and lipid panel. Join anytime throughout the morning for a free will donation breakfast and coffee. Enter for door prize drawings and free giveaways all morning long. Spring into a healthier year with Hanover Hospital and Washington County Health and Drug. Discounted lab work, vendors, and more at the Hanover Community Building, April 5th from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. For a full vendor list, discounted lab work costs, and more information, visit the Hanover Hospital Facebook page. Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic, putting the care back into healthcare.
After over 70 years serving Kansas, we here at Bruna Implement know what your farm requires, why it's a necessity, and how to get it to you with a smile. We strive to exceed your expectations and intend to do so, whether you get a tractor, drill baler, or a combine. Whether it's in Marysville, Washington, Seneca, Hiawatha, Clay Center, or even Humboldt, Nebraska, all your farm machine needs can gladly be met at Bruna Implement. Call 785-662-5304 to have your needs met today.
Max Blasky, that with you here from Colby, Kansas, from the Class 1A Division 2 state championship run. We got Blues action between Axtell coming up next. But first, we're going to go track down head coach Chris Bikeman, winner of the Hanover Wildcats. 3 straight, Chris. How's that feel to say that?
It was a lot of pressure all year. Of course, the girls kind of, they had that two in a row, and every team you run into knows that. They put a little more emphasis on your games, and we've got a lot of tough games this year, a lot of, I would say under 10-point wins and, those close battles, and we were battle tested through our league. And of course, running into a familiar opponent in Lynn out here is kind of, I don't want to say nice and not nice. You know how tough our league is. So to get our third one, knowing what we had to go through, ups and downs of the season like it is, and you would have told me this, that we were going to put another championship up to that 30-point butt kicking Centralia did to us in the TBO tournament, I would have laughed at you. But we came together as a team. We knew we had a big test that next Friday against Centralia again. I felt like the girls had that it factor from that point on. Yeah, we lost, but we knew we could hang with anybody, knowing how good Centralia is. And I haven't heard if they're doing well. I'm hoping
they won. They won. Yep, they won.
Son of a gun.
TBL Superstar.
TBL. Hell yeah. Sorry, pardon my French. But no, we knew this one would be special. It's something that hasn't been done in Hanover history. There's a bunch of boys, girls have been here once back to back. So to get that 3 in a row, that 3-peat, it's special. But just cranks that pressure up a little bit more each year, doesn't it?
Oh,
I love it. Love every second of it.
Now, one thing that we talked about early in the season, and we're going to get to Lynn here, was the last night's game against Levo. That was a tough, hard-fought battle. You made a comment to me early in the season how Levo had been the top team all year, but you were defending champ in every coach's goal, basically all season long. How nice was that, and what was the key in getting a victory? I kind of saw it from my eyes, or from you on the sideline. What was the key in finally getting that victory, showing that we are better than this team?
Levo, first off, Patrick's got a hell of a team down there in Levo. We've seen him 4 years in a row out here.
Yeah.
So looking at the bracket, we played a tough Sharon Springs team as well, and I think that actually really helped us going into that Levo game, because we were tested out here in this new environment of Colby. And to get to that Levo game, of course, anything's possible once you get to those last 5 minutes, and it felt like that game was anybody's there, and they took that lead late. I won't lie to you, there was a couple moments I'm like, well, they're too good defensively to give up an easy one, and then all of a sudden we got that nice little and one opportunity to take the lead back, and I think the girls realized, hey, we can't stall on these girls. They're too talented. There's no working. We just got to keep attacking. I think we did finally, and to get over Lebo, it was such a relief. Our girls, you saw our girls out there. Anna was a little nervous. She was missing shots she normally does. Drew was sped up a little bit. All of our role players were too, but that's kind of what Lebo likes to do: speed you up, turn you over, and get out and run, hit threes. And how about our defense focused down on Lebo? They shot 6 for 30 on three-pointers. So I felt that was, we knew where they were going to try to get them. We kept the hand up, and that was the key. And that gives us all the confidence in the world. We just wish we didn't have to see another league school out here, because they knew us better than we did. But it was good to get through Lebo and get to Lynn, and just glad we got the third one. I can take a deep breath now.
Keep another ring.
Yeah, they go design another state ring, which is always fun. It's better to do that than never get that opportunity, which, as a player, maybe that's a little chip on my shoulder. We got to the state tournament but never got past that first round. So for me as a coach to get out here and represent the town I played for and all that fun stuff, it's just a blast. I'm having a great time.
And now talk a little bit about the Lynn game as we shift our attention. You mentioned it. That's the second time you guys have played each other this season. You guys did lead. I mean, most of the way. It was hit and tuck the entire time. But just how difficult was it to prepare for a team that you guys have faced? Your ninth year, Trevor's sixth year. You've seen a lot of each other. And when it gets to this portion, how tough was it to prepare for a team as upstart as Lynn is?
They're playing really good basketball this time of the year, too. I mean, years past, we've had this battle between Lynn and the sub-state championship or semifinals. And to get them out here and see them out here, as a big TVO supporter, I'm very happy and very proud of them. I felt like this should have been out here 5 years ago when we ran into them in sub-state, and I feel like we finally got some things figured out Acacia-wise to give these schools in the league another chance to not run into, I don't want to toot our horn, but us before they get out here. And, Trevor knows us really well. What's funny is all year we've been trailing. We play the same opponents, but they've been one opponent ahead of us, so we've been trading film. I've been asking for theirs, giving them ours so we could trade it. And so we had over 15, 16 games of each other. So we knew each other back like the back of our hand. And I think that's what showed in the stats. It was a close game into that fourth, and I think that we finally made the plays late to get that momentum on our side. We still, sorry for the fans behind us, but we still got answered the call, and in that fourth quarter, when we outscore them. I think it says it somewhere here, but I'm bad. Oh, right there, 18-8. Some of those were late free throws, but it was that run we made to start it. We knew where we wanted to attack them. We kind of got sped up. Lynn did that, and we finally settled down, worked it into our post, and I think Drew had maybe 2 points going into that fourth, but scored 5 quick ones, got an and one in there. Drop off to Hannah Zarb on the backside for a huge basket late to get that momentum. I'm very proud of our younger girls. We expect it from our seniors, but for our younger girls to step up in those moments and just relax and play basketball was huge. And we expect Lynn to bring it next year, and we hope to see them back out here again. It's going to be a fun run here going forward. If they keep getting this momentum going, they're going to be a hard out every year.
Now, you mentioned a name there, Hannah Zarbanicki. I saw you guys had a long embrace, and you gave her medal. I made comment on the comment. She's one of 2 seniors. She has kind of to take a step back here this year in terms of playing time. But she had, I thought, maybe the 2 biggest toughest in that fourth quarter, kind of a 2-parted question. Her and Anna Juniman, what have they met? Everyone talks about Anna. But for a player like Hannah to step up in this portion, what has it been? You getting a little emotional here just thinking about it.
That girl didn't give up faith. Sorry. Yes, no. Let me clear my throat. That girl didn't give up on me. You know, they're in the Lebo game. Matchup-wise, didn't work out for her to get out there. They were just a guard-oriented. Yep. They're a fast team, and I knew after that semifinal game she was a little upset, and I told her, believe in me, I'll get you out there. I'll get you a chance. And that girl, bless her, she stepped up in the biggest way there late in the third quarter, early fourth. Like you said, 2 of the biggest baskets, taking that charge in the middle of the lane to get the momentum back on our side after we gave up that run. I mean, hats off to her. That girl never gave up on any of us. She came out there and played some of the biggest minutes of her life, and she's a big reason why. And we all know Anna. She's going to go off and do great things at Kansas Wesleyan, but that's the representation of our team. You know, you don't always get the minutes, you don't always get the glory, but to go out there when you get your chance and put it all on the line, take a lick like that, go down here.
KNDY.
I'm afraid of it. Okay. And that's the thing I'm proud of the most. That girl never gave up on me, and she answered every question I had there late against a very good Lynn team, and that's what we need next year. We're going to have 5 seniors next year, and they're going to all have to lead us to another one of these because it's not going to be easy replacing that leadership. A lot of smarts, a lot of basketball IQ, and a lot of heart. And that's what we're going to need next year.
Absolutely. Sitting here talking with you, the emotions pouring out after that win. If you don't think coaches care about their kids, talk to Chris Spikeman. Now, real quick here, Chris, because I've got to get ready for Axtell Cunningham.
Yeah, go Eagles.
How many beers are we drinking tonight?
It's going to be a fun time in Hanover. Get down to Snappers or Googs down at the bar. We're going to be celebrating.
Again, congratulations, Chris Spikeman.
Thank you, Max.
3-time state champion, now 5. It is high spin.
Yes, 5. Yes, 5 times. So we'll try to make it 6 next year. But thank you, Max, for everything you did with all the coaches' corners. And if I don't know if Jeff is listening, Jeff, thank you for everything you do at the TVL Spotlight. I'm going to miss you guys because I can talk basketball all day. So don't be afraid to call me and let's just talk basketball. I know it's track season, but
can we talk baseball a little bit?
I'm not the biggest baseball guy, but
we'll chat in.
I'll talk you up on that. Yep.
Phone line's always open.
Yeah, thank you, Max.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Again, talking with head coach Chris Spikeman of the Hanover girls. Big congratulations on 3 straight in Class 1A Division II. We're going to take our time out. When we come back, it's going to be Axtell. It's going to be Cunningham in the boys' championship next on KNDY FM 95.5.
KNDY has been your sports leader of local teams since the days of leather helmets.
Well, okay, not that long, but since the days before the Blue Valley and Nemaha Valley Leagues combined, for over 40 years, KNDY has been your source for scores, interviews, and live play-by-play action of your favorite teams all season long. The game and technology may have changed, but our coverage remains the same. KNDY, your area sports leader, on air, online, and on our mobile app.
Count on Cook Excavating for all types of dirt work, soil conservation needs, tree clearing, basements, and more. The number to dial is 736-2889. 736-2889 for Cook Excavating. Reliable quality service at reasonable rates. No job is too big or too small for Cook Excavating, so call today for all types of dirt work, soil conservation needs, tree clearing, basements, and more. 736-2889 for Cook Excavating.
Either an after-the-game stop or a midweek lunch option, head over to Ace's Bar and Grill in Axtell. Serving up juicy burgers, fresh wraps, crisp salads, or stiff drinks made just the way you like them. Whether it's a quick lunch or a night out, Ace's is your go-to spot. Open for lunch Tuesday through Friday and suppers Wednesday through Saturday. Make Ace's Bar and Grill in Axtell the place for delicious eats, great drinks, and good times. Follow the Facebook page for daily specials and menu options.
Max Lasky back with you live here from Colby, Kansas, as we get ready for boys 1A Division II title action here between Axtell and Cunningham. Excuse me, you're trying to get a few things rocking and rolling here as we get change our thoughts. Again, a big thank you to head coach Chris Bikeman of the Hanover Girls. They win 3 straight state champions. And, of course, assistant coach James Johnson for the Axtell Eagles a little bit earlier in this one. Axtell boys and Cunningham boys. This is a matchup that many thought was going to happen in a state tournament, and we get just that. It's Cunningham who comes in undefeated 25-0. They are defending state champions in Class 1A Division II. Last year, they took out, I believe it was 6-seeded Levo, 60-55 in the tournament game last year. The names that you're going to have to pay attention to are Will Wager and Luke Albers. Those two combined for 62 of Cunningham's 79 points in their second-round win over El Raya Christian. This is a senior-led, a cool and composed Cunningham team. Same for Axtell, too, as well, as assistant coach James Shaughnessy was talking about just moments ago. Senior lean on both sides, as both will look for an opportunity to get their name etched in mortality here at Colby, Kansas. Give you a little background on Cunningham. Again, they come in 25-0. Their closest game was a 9-point victory over 2A Medicine Lodge back on January 25th. They averaged 63 points per game. They allowed 38, and Cunningham is seeking the first undefeated season in Class 1A since Central Plains back in 2019. As for the Axtell Eagles, you know the story, you know the names. Axtell comes in seeking their first state championship since their first and only one back in 2013, and a lot of family history between this class and the class that won that one back in 13. Both of these squads, too, as well, excellent on the gridiron. Of course, Axtell, well-storied, 4 straight football championships. Cunningham has been to 4 straight 6-man championships, running up the last 2 years and chance in 2022. So we're going to get into stats as this game goes along, as it's game time now between 2-seeded Axtell and top-seeded Cunningham. Cunningham will come in, again, undefeated on the season under first-year head coach for Cunningham. Oh, I had it here. Kelly Hornberger. He takes over for last year's state championship winning coach, Bob Stackhouse. They will start out front, Will Wager, the 5'10 senior, and Luke Albers, the 5'11 senior. Those are the two names you're going to have to pay attention to as Wager comes in averaging on the season 22.7 points per game, and Albers 19.2 per contest. Both were Class 1A Division II All-State first-team picks last season for a state championship winning team. It's going to be Doggin Reed, the 5'9 senior, in the middle. Down low, Kendall Rogers, the 6-foot junior, and Nate Sturiker, the 5'3 senior, down low for Cunningham. Again, Will Wager, Luke Albers, Dagan Reed, Kendall Rogers, and Nate Sturiker are your starting 5 for Cunningham. Same starting 5 for Axtell, as we've seen all season. Out of the guard position, Wyatt Detweiler, the 5'9 sophomore, and Landon Schmitz, the 5'10 junior. Eli Broxman, the sharpshooter for the Eagles, 6-foot senior. While down low, it'll be Brandon Svelsley, the 6'2 senior, and Logan Sandman, the 6'4 sophomore. The Axtell Eagles head coach by Jason Tynan, now in his 10th year, just celebrated his 150th career win last night. Will look for their second title in school history, as they've already won the most games in school history, now 24-1 in this contest. Keys to this game here for me, it's going to be Detweiler and Smith versus Uyghur and Albers. Again, Uyghur and Albers combined for 62 of Cunningham's 79 points in the second-round victory over LRI Christian. In that game, Cunningham trailed 60-55 going into the fourth quarter. They took care of LRI 24-9 in the final stanza. Last year when Cunningham won a championship, they trailed in every contest. Here in this one, they didn't trail against Buckland in first round, but they had to come from 5 points down in the final stanza. This is a solid team. This is, again, a senior-led team. This is going to have to be a 32-minute contest if Axtell wants to come out of here, the state champions in the last run for a senior class of Eli Brockman, Brandon Schmelsley, Dalton Heinen, and Gavin Shaughnessy. Jump circle will be Salmon. It will be Uyghur. Axtell in their road blues. White Axtell on the chest numbers front and back. Cunningham will be in their home whites. Red Cunningham across the chest. Black numbers front and back. It is the Cunningham Wildcats and the Axtell Eagles. Tip is won by Axtell, and we're off and running, but a turnover by Detweiler. Now a travel on the other end will be called. So back and forth to go here in this first one. Both teams don't want to hold on to the ball too terribly well, and we'll give it right back to Axtell. Again, Cunningham, a very guard-oriented team. Their big man down low, late Sturricker. And now a travel will be called on Wyatt Detweiler in the backcourt as defense from Will Wager caused that turnover. Again, the two All-State guards, Will Wager and Luke Albers. Saw them last year. They like to dance with the ball. They're probably the most explosive offensive pair of guards that maybe the state of Kansas has seen in quite a long time. Good little defensive change here early on from head coach Jason Tynan. It's going to be Braden Schmelsley on Albers to start this contest. Wager 3-0. Salmon rips down the board inside, and that's going to be important. At the other end, Smith behind the defense, up and down for Landon Smith. The first bucket goes to the Eagles off the miss from Luke Albers. And we mentioned it. I said rip out of there. Logan Sandman's going to play a huge role down low. Sturricker goes 6'3", but he is about as wide as he is tall. Takes up a lot of space in there in the post. Wager all the way to the rim, altered by Sandman. There's Sturricker clearing out space. He misses the offensive board, then he pulls Sandman down to the floor. Personal foul on Nate Sturricker down low on the two missed shots from Cunningham here early on in this contest. Cunningham's shooting the ball pretty well here at Colby. They're 50% from the floor in 2 games. They're 9 for 28. That's 32% from behind the arc. They're going to come out here, full court pressure from behind. Wager pokes it away. Now Wager to Reed, who gets it back to Wager and lays it up for 2. Eli Brockman a little bit too nonchalant, bringing that ball across half court. Now Shelsley, right wing, was a big storyline last night. An Axtell's huge win over Dighton. And Axtell trailed going in the fourth quarter of that one by 2. They outscored Dighton 17-9. The final stanza. Here's a skip pass to Smith. It's going to be a 2-3 defense for Cunningham as they sneak way inside the three-point line. So Axtell's going to have to make shots. Shelsley head fakes on a free throw line shot. It's going to be tipped out, taken in by Eli. Back to Brandon in the corner, finds a cutting Eli from about 12 feet away. Shot off, no good. Offensive board held down by Eli Brockman. Then it's taken out of Brockman's hand by Luke Albers. Off and running here is Cunningham. Both of these teams like to get up and down the court. Shot inside, off the glass, no good on Albers. Second attempt. Early on here, it's 2-all. First quarter action, 6 minutes still left to play in the first stanza. Twin Valley League looking to go 5-4-5. No, it'd be 4 for 4 in state championship games here on this championship Saturday. Smelsley floater inside, loses it, gets it to Salmon. High-low action there as Logan Salmon drops it in. Sturricker just steps up with that free throw line attempt, and Salmon, a big 6'4", is a hard target to miss underneath the basket. And Brandon, the leading assist man for this Eagles squad, finds him for an easy first 2. Here's Wager, guarded by Smith, spinning inside the lane, shot no good. Salmon blocked. Wager, that's got to be a jump ball, doesn't it? Now it's going to be a foul on Logan Sandmore. Sturricker got around him. I thought he met him at the pinnacle on that one. But you're already seeing here early on Will Wager and Luke Albers 5 of Cunningham's 6 attempts already here from the floor. Free throw is down by Nate Sturricker. And quickly off the bench will come Colin Shaughnessy, leading scorer on the season. Colin Shaughnessy only had 9 points their second-round win versus Dighton. He only had 6 points in the first-round win as well. Sturricker goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. It's a 4-3 to Axtell lead. Smelsley right to the rim, up and down for a bucket. He skied above the Cunningham defense and put it in for 2. Here comes Albers across the timeline. He wants to dance with Smith, but good job by Landon to stay in front. Now top side, Wager will dance with Smelsley. This is going to be a fun guard matchup. Wager gets around Smelsley, though, all the way in the lane, a lot of contact, and a foul will be called on Axtell. 2 free throws upcoming now for Will Wager. Colin Shaughnessy picks up his first personal foul. It was kind of a problem last night for Axtell. Foul trouble became an issue at the midpoint of the game. Both Landon Smith and Wyatt Detweiler picked up 3 quick ones early in the contest. Now we're going to see our second sub of the game as Logan Kingsler will check back out of the contest, and will come Kendall Rogers. Second free throw is down here from Wager. Again, both of these guards very explosive in their own right. They're both well over 1,000 points in their career. Wager now at 1,300, while Luke Albers sets at 1,200. Roxman, right wing, waits for the defense to come out to him. Tips it top side to Brandon. Brandon back to Eli. Eli a triple. He got it! Eli Brockstrom, let's get him going out here at Colby. His first triple in what seems like 3 days gives Axtell the 9-5 lead. Inside, Sturricker mishandles it. It's going to be off and running for Axtell. Colin Shaughnessy, right wing, is going to get a tip down by Wager. Those 2 guards, too, as well for Cunningham. They can play some defense. They held, and I'm going to say held with kind of an asterisk on the side of it. Tyron Merrill, Elia Christian guard that put up 36 against Hanover to just 30 in the second round contest. Left baseline, Brockstrom shot way off there from Eli. It's an air ball from about 8 feet out. Cunningham will control, trailing here by 4. Top side, Brockstrom checks Wager. Wager inside, spinner, no. Sandman forward, being fought for, taken by Shaughnessy, and a foul will be called in the backcourt on Doggin Reed, his first personal foul. Good defense here. And quicker, Will Wager. In last night, Smelsley in the second half of their win over Dighton checked Daniel Kramer. Kramer ended up with 23 points, but I think he only had like 3 or 4 in the second half when Brandon took him. One of the best athletes in the state of Kansas, of course, Division I football signing to KU. Here he is, left side, kicks it to Smith. Now back to Brandon. Inside the lane, up, and no, it rolls off, tipped out by Sandman, but it'll be controlled by Albers. Albers off and running. No numbers into the body of Eli. He misses that shot, and now a foul going for the offensive board will be called on Cunningham. Here they're going to put this one on for the Wildcats. It's going to go on Doggin Reed, excuse me. So he's going to have to check out, and Logan Kinsler will check back in. Again, Cunningham, under first-year head coach Kelly Arnberger, will go about, we'll see probably 7 here in this contest, maybe 8. But Jason Dining keeps it at 6. 3-ball Eli, no, that's off the rim. Oh, Smith, that's where Axtell earns their bread and butter. And now a foul will be called inside as Luke Albert's not happy with that one, but a foul's going to be called on Logan Kinsler. That's already 14 fouls on Cunningham here in this first half. Axtell in the tournament so far. I had free throw attempts earlier written down so far on the tournament, but now they are evading me. They shot 21 attempts in their second round game, ended up hitting 13 of those, so Eagles can get easy points at the line. Salmon hounded down low on the right block, but through a lot of arms. Logan Strong to the rim. No, can't finish second board, and a foul will be called on Logan and send Logan Sandman to the line as he continues to work inside. He's going to be a big presence down low here for the Eagles. and that's already going to be 5 team fouls as Dylan Halderson picks up his first personal foul. First one up here for Salmon, rattles it down. Logan only a 50% free throw shooter on the season, but good-looking form by the sophomore. Axtell on the year, a 50% free throw shooting team, 55 to be exact. Second one from Logan drops down. Good-looking take there by Logan Sandman as he now has a quick 4 points in this contest, and Axtell will shoot free throws the final 2:30. Bigger gets away from the defense, tries to lean in, floater no good. Shaughnessy Ford finds a running Brockstrom, but leads Eli a little bit too much, but it's saved in the corner by Eli Brockstrom. Heck of a save, back to Brandon Smelsley. Left corner, he drives, looks for help, and it's going to be a travel. Brandon, he had Eli right behind him for the triple, but an early timeout's going to be called down by Cunningham. We'll take it with them. It's Axtell leading early on 11-5. 2:21 left to play in this first quarter.
If you have plumbing, electrical, heating, or air conditioning service needs, call on the team at Eagle HVAC and Plumbing. Tyler and the crew can handle any project from backups, lights out, or heating and air conditioning service. With quick, friendly service to Axtell and all surrounding communities on both new and existing construction. Eagle HVAC also stocks a full line of name brand appliances, and they offer excavation work as well. Turn to Eagle HVAC and Plumbing of Axtell. Find them on Facebook.
First quarter action here from Colby, Kansas. 11-5 is our score. Axtell's been on top this entire contest. Now full court pressure applied by the Eagles. Going to check defensive possessions too, as well as now Brandon will check Luke Albers. So far, it's 4 points for Will Wager, and that's it for Cunningham. Foul will be called going across the timeline. It's going to be Wyatt Detweiler who picked up now Will Wager, and Wager is a savvy player. And 3 big seniors here for Cunningham as Nate Sturiker is back into the contest. Big number 35 down there, checked by Logan Sandman. Right side, Wager head fakes on a 3, working against Detweiler. Good job by Wyatt, moving his face, forces Detweiler baseline. Wager shot, no good. Good defense again by Wyatt Detweiler. They're off and running at the other end. Brandon Smelsley lays it up and down. Good outlet and good eyes there from Eli Brockstrom that led to that fast break. It is 13-5. Axtell Eagles in the lead. Now Wager will be guarded by Shaughnessy. We're going to go post-action through the legs of Sturiker and a turnover. Cunningham. First year head coach Kelly Hornberger shouts, see it with your eyes, then throw it to Will Wager. As Axtell looks like they've got these guards worked up here so far in the first quarter. Kind of a 2-2-1 pressure by the Wildcats, easily broken by Axtell. Cross-court skip pass. Eli takes the dribble to corner now, top side to Wyatt. Wyatt back to Eli. Eli here, nil ring, guarded by Albers. High post to Brandon, back to the corner. Eli, corner, triple. He's coming in. Hands it for Eli Brocksterman. His second triple of this ball game. That's as many as he had in the first 2 contests here at Colby. It's an 11-point lead. And now here's the over and back by Cunningham. Defense by Wyatt Detweiler again forces that turnover as Wager was just nonchalant with that ball. Axtell leading final 62 seconds of this first period, 16-5. It's been all Eagles here so far. Second leading scorer for the Cunningham Wildcats, Albers, who's coming off a 32-point game, is scoreless in just 3 attempts here in this contest. And now Kendall Roger will pick up a foul. Streak and Eli Brockstrom came right to the ball, and free throws now here for the Eagles. Already their 3rd and 4th attempt in this first quarter. Eli rattles it home. Off the front of the rim, it drops down. Axtell very good at the free throw line. Eli, a 59% free throw shooter through the regular season and sub-state. Make him 100% so far here in this one. Eli has got himself a cool 8 points to lead Axtell. They lead 18-5. Defensive effort by the Eagles is the name of the game. Here's Detweiler on Albers, and a great cheer from the Axtell team as Albers is forced into a turnover. No, it ends up in the hand of Weegar. Weegar at the paint puts it in, over the taller Logan Stanman. Heck of a possession there for Cunningham. Eagles off and running. Detweiler inside. Conacher head fakes on a three. Now step back wing. Three for Colin Shaughnessy. Already three balls by Axtell in this first quarter. They've tripled up Cunningham. It's 21-7. 15 seconds left here. Albers with the ball in his hands. Now gives it off to Wager. The left side. A deep triple. Ford pulled down Brandon. Cunningham can't find a bucket. 3 on the clock. Ahead to Wyatt. Wyatt at the buzzer. No, but it was a good-looking shot from Wyatt Detweiler. It's all Axtell Eagles in this 1A Division II state championship boys game, leading 21-7 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Western National Bank in Summerfield wants you to feel good about where you are with your money. Available when you need them and offering online and personal services, Western National Bank will make sure to keep you and your money happy. Call Western National Bank at 244-6211 to make your money smile. Member FDIC.
Have an accident with your vehicle? Call Moonlight Restoration and they'll take care of you with a free estimate, and they'll turn it into the insurance company for you. You name it, they can do it. Fender benders, auto and tractor restoration, windshield repair or replacement, sandblasting. No job is too large or too small for Moonlight Restoration. If you want quality work done by skilled technicians, call Moonlight Restoration in Axtell, Kansas. Owned and operated by Brett and Nikki Runnebaum. Call 736-2359.
Defense is the calling card of this Axtell Eagles team under head coach Jason Tyne, and they showed in that first half. They hold a hot shooting Cunningham team who's shooting at 50% from the field here at State to just 18 in that first quarter. They hold Will Wager to 6 points, but more importantly, Luke Albers, who's been the story of the last two state tournaments, held to no points on 0 for 3 from the floor. Inside, good defense by Logan Sandman as Sturker tried to back him down. Logan probably giving up about 70 pounds. Good feed to Shaughnessy from Eli Broxterman. And this Axtell team is running like a smooth operating train. It's 23-7. Deep three from Sturker. Shot, rebound, pulled down by Albers. Albers can't hit from 7 feet inside as Luke Albers is frustrated here in this one. He hits the deck trying to force a turnover. Now Brandon out top will slow it down here for the Eagles, leading 23-7. 7:15 left to play in this ball game. Shaughnessy somehow comes up with it. Broxterman, corner three. No, not that one. But offensive board, Colin Shaughnessy leads to a Colin three. Landon Schmitz has another shot at it, but it's off his hands. And back over to Cunningham. Again, a big thank you to our Axtell sponsors here tonight. Axtell Trust, Cook Excavating, SBS Insurance of Seneca, Axtell and Hometown Lumber, B&D Buildings, Moonlight Restoration, Axtell Car Wash, Western National Bank, Little Joe's Service, Eagle HVAC and Plumbing, and Aces Cafe. 23-7 here is this second quarter score as the Eagles looking for their second state title in school history. Up big on undefeated and top team in Class 1A Division II Cunningham all season long. Here in the second quarter, inside shot is blocked by Colin Shaughnessy. Leads it to Brandon. Brandon lays it up and down for two. It's all Eagles here in this one. Defense leads to offense, and this Cunningham team is rattled here in this one. Substitution for the Wildcats. You got 6 on the floor, boys. Will Wager's going to have to come to the bench, as back in will come Dylan Halverson. Luke Albers, again, story of the last two state tournaments. He had 32 last night against El Rai Christian. He's 0 for 4 here in this first half. Tries to step back. No, now we're going to have to kick it. Left block to Halverson. Halverson double. Kicks it out. 3 ball straight on. It's down from Kendall Rogers. Finally, someone other than Will Wagers finally able to get this cover off the bucket for Cunningham. Left corner 3. Smith. No. Hard. Offensive board being chased down, but it's going to go to Cunningham's way. And Axtell can't let up at any moment in this one. Last year when Cunningham won it, they trailed in every contest that they played in this year in second-round contest versus El Raya Christian. They trailed by 5 going into the fourth quarter and outscored a solid El Raya Christian team 24-9 in that final stanza. 3 ball from Albers. No, that's actually a long 2. Inside offensive board, put back. No. Albers, second try. He finally gets it to go. Bill Albers' first bucket of the night comes off an offensive board for Cunningham. And just Jason Tynan not going to be too happy about giving up that offensive rebound. And those two, Albers and Wager, have led this Cunningham team all season here in the tournament. They've combined for about 70 points in the 2 contests. Shots missed by Axtell. Back here will come the Wildcats. 3 ball top side by Rogers. He just hit that one. Heat check on that one and misses from the Wildcats. Smelsley, top side at the elbow, kicks it out to Eli. Now around the horn, Detweiler looks to attack Fiddle. Landon Schmitz here near side, looking high-low action as it's Brandon and Logan in the middle of the paint. Brandon, free throw line shot up and pure as silk from Brandon Schmelsley. Brandon leading scorer at this tournament at 15 points per game. Also pitching in 8 rebounds. He led the way last night with 15. He's got a cool 8 here already in this first half as the Eagles are up 27-12 over Cunningham. Albers right side will look to ISO Detweiler. Good job by Wyatt, forcing the baseline into a tough shot. An air ball is what it is, and Axtell will control. Here come the Eagles. It's going to be poked away. Turnover at Axtell. Going to be taken into the hole, layup up and down by Doggum Reed. His first bucket in this contest. And it's Jason Tynan wants a quick 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. Eagles leading 27-14 here in this final game of the high school basketball season.
If your car says, I need fixed, call on Little Joe's Service in Axtell to fix it right. From routine maintenance to repairs of all types, Joe can serve your needs. Fast, friendly, and down-to-earth service with satisfied customers from all over the area. Turn to Little Joe's 66th Service in Axtell for any automotive repair needs. Proud supporters of the Axtell community, it's Little Joe's Service.
Max Blasky back with you here from Colby, Kansas. Axtell leading 27-14. Want to give a big shout-out here this season to Jeff Wirtz of the DVL Sports Spotlight. He's kept me updated on staff stories and information all the season long. Check out the DVL Sports Spotlight on Facebook. Also check out the DVL Rundown during the 7, noon, and 5 o'clock hours every day, or every Thursday, on KNDY, as we'll have a full state recap coming up next Thursday. Inside pass is poked away as Brockshman tried to beat it into Schmelsley. Turnover, Axtell off and running. Here come the Wildcats. Did the Wildcats weather the first storm of this contest, or can the Eagles close the door on the defending state champs? Substitution here, don't matter. Brandon picks it off, going to the rim. Meet me there. Oh, he did, but an L1 is down by Brandon Schmelsley. Luke Albers met him at the rim. Schmelsley was going to throw down a poster. Schmelsley dropped it in, though, nonetheless, as the collision at the rim. That was a heck of a one. Both of those boys were eyeing it up from about half court, and Brandon puts it down for the old-fashioned three-point play. He finishes it off as Axtell now pushes their lead back up to 32-14. Wager topside on the rotation. Downhill will go Reed. Reed to the bucket shot. No good. Defensive board pulled down there by, it's going to be Dalton Heinen who checked in, sneaked away from me there early in the contest. Good defensive board from Axtell. And coming up at halftime, we'll have full stats, official stats here from Colby, Kansas. It's been all Eagles so far here in this one. Top side with it, Broxton. Now right wing, Shaughnessy into the corner. There is Heinen. Heinen looks high post to Schmelsley. gives it to Brockstrom, who drives off the glass. No good. Brandon offensive board. Collins straight on three. No, halfway down and out. No good, but it's going to stay. Oh, no, it's going to go back over to Cunningham. Call on the bottom side. Official down there made. Defense, name of the game here for the Eagles. They're holding a Cunningham team that averages 63 points per game on the season to just 14 here in the first half. Now here's the steal by Collin. He's looking for some help. Detweiler, right corner, will get it set up for the Eagles. 3-ball Eli, halfway down. No, offensive board by Collin, and he's going to be hacked by Nate Sturiker. And Colin Shaughnessy will go to the line for 2 free throws here midway, or with 2 minutes left until halftime score. Colin Shaughnessy at the line. First trip here tonight. He's already got 5 points for the leading scorer on this Axtell squad. On the season, in this game so far, it's Brandon Schmelsley who's having the big night, big tournament for the Eagles. Shaughnessy calmly knocks down that first free throw. Colin, a very solid free throw shooter. Second on the team at 65% per game. 65% on the season. Second one here from Colin. Puts that one up and down. He goes 2 for 2. He's got a cool 7 now in this contest as Eagles push their lead up here. 32-14. Final 2:15 left to play in this first half. Uyghurs all the way to the rim. Blocked by Detweiler, but a body contact foul will be called on Wyatt Detweiler. He was bumping him all the way. Won't disagree on that one. Oh, no, they didn't put that on Wyatt. They put it on Brandon Schmelsley, so that might actually work out well for the Eagles, as that would have been Wyatt's second personal foul. It will send Will Uyghur to the line in a 20-point-per-game scorer this season. So far now it's 7 as he hits that free throw. Logan Sandman will check back in for Dalton Heinen, who gave head coach Jason Tynan good minutes here in this second quarter. Heinen, one of 4 seniors on this Axtell roster, looking for their second state championship in school history. Second one goes down by Will Uyghur. He's now got 8 of Cunningham's 16. 32-16 is the score. Lob to Eli. Eli takes it, tries to feed it to Logan. It's going to be poked away and stay here with the Eagles. 2 minutes left to play here in this first half. Axtell led 21-7 at the end of the first quarter. They now lead 32-16 in this championship game. Yep, we're going to have an illegal screen down low set by Logan Sandman. He's going to pick up his second personal foul for the big man down low. He's had a solid game so far, 4 points. That one just a little bit too physical with Nate Sturiker. Full court man-to-man pressure as Detweiler trying to bait Uyghur into a turnover. Uyghur now checked up by Shaughnessy, well outside the three-point line, straight on. Good beat by Colin Shaughnessy. Down low, Brandon Schmelsley, a little bit too physical with Luke Albers as he came crunching across the middle of the paint. So now Brandon with 2 personal fouls. He will get, he's going to stay in there here in the final 1:42. Dalton Heinen does check back into the contest for Logan Sandman. So final here in the final minute 42 is Heinen, Detweiler, Shaughnessy, Brockstrom, and Schmelsley. Inside shot by Albers. No. Good job by Dalton Heinen to poke that ball away, and here comes Axtell. Axtell running. Shaughnessy to the rim. Up and under. No charge will be called, though, on Colin Shaughnessy. So now Shaughnessy, the third Eagle, to pick up 2 personal fouls here in this first half. And Coach Jason Tynan wanted an explanation over there, but I think that one was pretty clear. Doggin Reed was set up well in advance. Now here's a steal by Detweiler. He pokes it away from Uyghur. Is in that far corner, and it's going to be a turnover. Axtell right back to Cunningham, but a good trap right in front of the scorer's table by Axtell on Uyghur. Detweiler ripped it away from the senior, but then just stepped right over the other side of the half-court line. 32-16 Eagles ahead of Cunningham in our state championship matchup here from Colby. Hanover girls already punched their 3rd straight title earlier today. Axtell looking for their 2nd in school history. Head coach James Shaughnessy, who I got to chat with a little bit pregame before this one, he had some questions and some words from the official. Now the officials far side are chatting about something. I could read Shaughnessy's lips. He said something about a chart, so I don't know if he wanted to double-check that it was on Shaughnessy or who it was. And it was. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think that was the conversation, just making sure that foul was on for Axtell. Colin Shaughnessy with 2 fouls, Logan Sandman with 2, and Brandon Schmelsley with 2 as well as we play final minute 22. Uyghur's a deep 3. Shot no good. Offensive board pulled down by Reed. Reed shot up wild. No. Brandon Schmelsley will now control. Off and running here are the Eagles. Dalton Heinen looking for some help. Kicks it to Shaughnessy, who finds Eli streaking. No. Offensive board. Dalton Heinen. Second try for Dalton. No, that one rattles out. Dalton Heinen had 2 opportunities added there for the senior, and actually 3 for the Eagles. Now looking for defense on a 3 from Albers. Still cannot find his mark as Luke Albers only with 2 points here in this contest. Eli walks into a 3. It's short off the rim. No good, but he pulls down his offensive board. Another possession here for Axtell as we go under 40 seconds in this second quarter. Heinen right corner sets it up. Eli triple off the rim. No good. Eli keeping letting them go. He's now 2 for 6 from behind the arc. Final 25 seconds in this first half. Again, we'll take a timeout when halftime comes. Hear a word from our sponsors, then give you whole first half stats. An air ball 3 by Will Uyghur. It's pulled in by Brandon Schmelsley. Off and running is Brandon. Colin right wing, step in 3. Got it stuck there in between the backboard and the rim. A wedge ball there from Colin Shaughnessy. I don't know if I've seen that all season here in the state championship game. We're going to see our first one. Dalton Heinen and Wyatt Detweiler will check out. Logan Sandman and Landon Schmitz will check back in for the Eagles. It's going to be a possession stay for Axtell. 8.9 on the clock. It's a baseline out of bounds. Head coach Jason Heinen's squad. Left corner, Eli attacks inside the lane. Shot up, and 1 from Eli Brocksterman as his cousin Brandon flexes out on the outside of the paint. Eli, known for his three-point performances, will have an old-fashioned three-point play now here with 6.5 on the clock. Heinen will check back in. In will come also Gavin Shaughnessy for the Eagles in the final 6.5 to not allow Sandman or Schmelsley to pick up that third foul. Eli Brocksterman, a cool 10 points already here in this one after he has struggled in the first 2 games out here at State. He had 9 points in their second round win. He did have 11 in their first, but shooting it so far here for Eli, he's 4 for 21 from behind the arc. Only 19%, but he makes good on the free throw. An old-fashioned three-point play for Eli Brocksterman. Final 5 seconds of the half. Uyghur down Broadway to the cup. Up, no good. And that's how this half will end. It's all Axtell Eagles in this contest. Big cheers from their home crowd over on the far side of the court as Axtell leads at halftime 35-16 in a dominating first half of basketball. Axtell holding a Cunningham team that averages 63 points per game to just 16 in this first half. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll give you a recap of this first half and get you ready for the final 2 quarters of high school basketball here in the state of Kansas. In a halftime, Axtell leading 35-16 on KNDY-FM 95.5.
B&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-frame buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. B&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. B&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. B&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
Are you tired of one-size-fits-all insurance? Become a champion of choice with an independent insurance agent. We're not tied to one company. At SBS Insurance Agency, we shop a variety of options to find the coverage that suits you. Experience the freedom of tailored insurance solutions, personalized service, and unwavering support. Choose SBS today. Your coverage, your way. Call us and let us navigate the insurance maze for you.
If your vehicle is looking like it just went through a money rally race, or perhaps it's been target practice for the neighborhood bird gang, then you need to get your car washed today at the Axtell Car Wash. The Axtell Car Wash has 2 enclosed self-service bays, even one size for semi-tractors. Just pull in, pay with your bank card, and wash all the dirt, mud, bugs, and bird stuff off your vehicles. You don't have to drive far to get a clean car. Just visit the Axtell Car Wash, proud supporter of the Axtell Eagles.
The building pros at the Axtell Lumber Company in Axtell are ready to help you out with your building project. If you're remodeling or adding a room to your home, or if you have new construction in mind, on the farm, or a new residential construction unit, they'll help you out at the Axtell Lumber Company. They manufacture hog and calf shelters and roof trusses in Axtell. They're quality made and priced right. Also stop in for paint, tools, hardware, and more at the Axtell Lumber Company, Axtell, Kansas.
Axtell Truss has the experience to provide custom-built trusses for any application. Put them to work with your next project. Let them help design the right pitch, length, and number of trusses to suit your needs. They can turn out more complicated designs and configurations as well. All are solidly built in their enclosed shop with roll-off delivery to your site available. They also assure the best materials and quality construction, completed on your schedule. Call today for a quote or more information at 785-736-2291. That's Axtell Truss.
A dominating first 16 minutes of basketball from an Axtell squad that felt robbed last year from a state title. They didn't play their best game in a semifinal action versus Lebo. They know it. They'll admit it. They've come out here hot against Cunningham. In their first championship appearance since 2013, they are up 35-16 over the undefeated and reigning 1A Division II state champ Cunningham Wildcats. Looking at how that first half went, we're going to start with Cunningham. Defense has been the name of the game for the Axtell Eagles all season, and it really showed here in the first half. Cunningham, who as a team here at the state tournament in the first 2 games, shooting at 50% from the field, they were held to just 18%. Actually, worse than that as we get the official stat sheet. 5 for 30 from the field, just 16% for the Cunningham offense, an average of 63 points per game. Luke Albers, a 19-point-per-game scorer, 20-point-per-game scorer, however you want to call it. He has held to just 2 in the first half as Axtell has out-physical, out-manned, and outworked Cunningham on the defensive end. Now, what does that mean? That means easy points for Axtell. They have 10 points off 7 Cunningham turnovers, and they're getting it to the front of the rim. 18 points in the paint for Axtell compared to just 6 from Cunningham. Other scorers for the Cunningham Wildcats, we mentioned Will Weger. He has 8 points. Luke Albers, only 2 points for Doggum Reed, 3 for Kendall Rogers, and 1 for Nate Sturiker. As the only thing really keeping this game from close is Cunningham was 5 for 6 from the free throw line in that first half. But again, shooting at just a 16% clip through the first 16 minutes. Let's flip it to the other side. Axtell boys dominating in just about every fashion. They're led by Eli Brockschman and Brandon Schmelsley, 2 of 4 seniors on this Eagles squad, with 11 points apiece in their last high school basketball game. 7 from Colin Shaughnessy off the bench, 4 for Logan Sandman, and 2 for Landon Schmitz. Axtell even better from the free throw line. They're 8 for 8 in that first half, and they are shooting it at a 40% clip, 12 for 30 in that first half for the Axtell boys. So both teams get up 30 shots, but it's the defense for Axtell that has set up Cunningham and made them uncomfortable here in this first half. Axtell led 21-7 at the end of the first quarter. They lead here at halftime, 35-16. We'll take our final timeout when we come back at second half action live from Colby, Kansas on FM 95.5.
Count on Cook Excavating for all types of dirt work, soil conservation needs, tree clearing, basements, and more. The number to dial is 736-2889. 736-2889 for Cook Excavating. Reliable quality service at reasonable rates. No job is too big or too small for Cook Excavating, so call today for all types of dirt work, soil conservation needs, tree clearing, basements, and more. 736-2889 for Cook Excavating.
Either an after-the-game stop or a midweek lunch option, head over to Ace's Bar and Grill in Axtell. Serving up juicy burgers, fresh wraps, crisp salads, or stiff drinks made just the way you like them. Whether it's a quick lunch or a night out, Ace's is your go-to spot. Open for lunch Tuesday through Friday and suppers Wednesday through Saturday. Make Ace's Bar and Grill in Axtell the place for delicious eats, great drinks, and good times. Follow the Facebook page for daily specials and menu options.
If you have plumbing, electrical, heating, or air conditioning service needs, call on the team at Eagle HVAC and Plumbing. Tyler and the crew can handle any project from backups, lights out, or heating and air conditioning service. With quick, friendly service to Axtell and all surrounding communities on both new and existing construction. Eagle HVAC also stocks a full line of name brand appliances, and they offer excavation work as well. Turn to Eagle HVAC and Plumbing of Axtell. Find them on Facebook.
Western National Bank in Summerfield wants you to feel good about where you are with your money. Available when you need them and offering online and personal services, Western National Bank will make sure to keep you and your money happy. Call Western National Bank at 244-6211 to make your money smile. Member FDIC.
Have an accident with your vehicle? Call Moonlight Restoration and they'll take care of you with a free estimate, and they'll turn it into the insurance company for you. You name it, they can do it. Fender benders, auto and tractor restoration, windshield repair or replacement, sandblasting. No job is too large or too small for Moonlight Restoration. If you want quality work done by skilled technicians, call Moonlight Restoration in Axtell, Kansas. Owned and operated by Brett and Nikki Runnebaum. Call 736-2359.
If your car says, I need fixed, call on Little Joe's Service in Axtell to fix it right. From routine maintenance to repairs of all types, Joe can serve your needs. Fast, friendly, and down-to-earth service with satisfied customers from all over the area. Turn to Little Joe's 66th Service in Axtell for any automotive repair needs. Proud supporters of the Axtell community, it's Little Joe's Service.
35-16, the Axtell Eagles are up on undefeated and reigning champion Cunningham here at halftime. Axtell looking for their first state championship since 2013 and their second championship game appearance. Axtell looking to go 2 for 2, and the senior class, who of course all season long has made the headlines on the football gridiron for 4 straight undefeated seasons, 4 straight state titles. They want to close it out here with the basketball title. I mentioned it last time in the broadcast. That's the only title that Axtell has yet to claim. And the first possession, a defensive stop by Landon Schmidt, forces a turnover on Cunningham. And they had 7 of those in the first half. And defense is where Axtell bread and butter is made, and you're seeing it here in this one. They break the Cunningham pressure. Right corner now top side to Detweiler. Detweiler feeds it to Brockman inside, finds a cutting Eli. Maybe one too many passes there, as it's going to be a turnover. Axtell, both teams came out a little turnover friendly in that the first half. Axtell ends up with 9 in the first half, while Cunningham comes out with 7. Now here's the turnover forced by Axtell, up and running. Eli to Logan. And throws it down with a monster right-handed jam as the big 6'4" sophomore comes running, and Cunningham takes a timeout 40 seconds into this second half as Eagles off and flying here in Colby, Kansas. We'll take a timeout, let the rim shot shaking, and we come back after this word from our sponsor.
D&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-frame buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. D&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. D&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. B&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
Logan Sandman goes gliding through the air like a gazelle and hammers home a powerful left-handed one-hand tomahawk set up on the beautiful pass on the fast break by Eli Brocksterman. Again, defense here already forced Cunningham into 2 turnovers on their first 2 possessions of this second half, and Axtell will keep the full court pressure on. Luke Albers, who has held well in check in that first half across the timeline. Will Weger, topside pass, has no one was there. A third straight TO for Cunningham, and Axtell has absolutely smacked Cunningham in the mouth here in this one. Top side, Detweiler swings it right wing to Landon Schmitz. Schmitz gets handsy and pops in the arm by Will Weger. Weger will pick up his first personal foul, and Eagles will hold control. Talking with a lot of people here at this tournament after first round game, I had someone mention that this Axtell defense is the best that they've ever seen in their life. A guy with a lot more experience than me has a good pass from Eli, and Logan puts it in again for 2. But again, yes, this Axtell defense, allowing 44 points per game, makes their bread and butter on the defensive side and showing it here in a championship contest. They surround Albers inside the point, but Luke Albers still able to get it up and down for 2. Now the ball's poked away from Eli from behind by Doggum Reed. Reed running the point. Now Weger's inside the line. Flip shot, no good. And Will Weger looks way out of sorts. These 2 guards for Cunningham can't find the mark. Eli thinks about a right corner 3. Now it's going to be tip pass taken away here by Weger. Weger at the rim. Floater, no, he misses it point blank. Good job by Eli to get back after he was the one that threw the lazy pass up top. He sprinted all the way back, and a good effort from Eli Brocksterman there to get in the head of Will Weger, who missed the point-blank shot, and he's going to go to the bench as Logan Kingsler will come into the contest. Here's the big boy inside working. Logan Salmon's going to push him a little too much as Nate Sturiker got the best of Logan on that one. Logan, who's come out here with a monster jam and another good bucket inside, will have to be subbed out with his 3rd personal foul, as it will send Nate Sturiker to the strike for 2 free throws. He's 1 for 2 already. He's 0 for 1 on this one. Wyatt Detweiler will check into the contest, and it'll be first called off the bench. Gavin Shaughnessy, or Colin Shaughnessy. I don't know why I said Gavin, excuse me on that one. Colin check back into the contest for Detweiler. Second one to miss. Brandon gets the rebound, pulls it off the rim, and off and running here are the Eagles. Working left to right here as we switched in at halftime. Inside, Logan spinner shot again. Colin Shaughnessy feeds it to Logan Salmon. He's got double digits now in all 6 in the quarters. Albers a 3, knew it was off from the word go. He tries to save it along the baseline. He will, but now stepping out of bounds on it will be Reed, a turnover Cunningham. As this Axtell defense suffocating here in Colby, Kansas. We had the wind blow in yesterday. The wind's being sucked out of this gym today by the Eagles. Brandon all the way to the rim, has it poked away, but he regains it. Top side, Eli, triple. No, not that one. Landon Schmitz there fighting for the offensive board, but it'll go back over to the Eagles. 41-18 is your score here in this championship game. I was talking with someone before. A team like Cunningham, I'm sure, comes in expecting with high expectations. They played great against an El Raya Christian team and came away with a win. All credit to El Raya, but this is not the same physical style of defense. El Raya had the length. This is just get in your grill, move you off your spot. Physical defense here from the Eagles. Inside, Albers loses it. Turnover, Cunningham, Axtell will go off and running at the half-court line. And we're going to have a stoppage in play by the referee. He's going to have to go out as Daggum Reed went to the ground holding his left ankle. Checking into the contest will come back Kendall Rogers. And Axtell has held 2 20-point-per-game scorers, Will Weger and Luke Albers, to just 12 combined points in this first half. as I'm sure you'll hear me say it again about 4 or 5 times, but defense is the name of the game for this Eagles squad. Around the horn, Detweiler, short left corner, a lot of contact. It's going to be blocked out of bounds by Albers. It'll stay, though, with Axtell. But the finish, I thought there on Cunningham. Of course, they come in undefeated here on the season. Their first time in school history. They won the Heart of the Plains League pretty handily this regular season. As Brockshman puts up a shot, no, tipped out, offensive rebound saved by Logan Sandman, but just not the same level of competition, I'm sure, that Cunningham has seen all year. A 3-ball by Landon Schmitz will be no, but a jump ball will be called on the offensive board. Possession will stay with Axtell as Dylan Holderson will check into the game for the big man, Nate Sturiker. Wyatt Detweiler will check back in for Landon Schmitz. Again, Axtell already most wins in school history this season with 24. They won the Twin Valley League regular season for the first time in school history. They are 3-time Twin Valley League tournament champions. Head coach Jason Tynan over 150 career wins last night. It's been all you could do here for the Axtell Eagles. They're just wanting to cap it off with a championship win. And they're looking like it here in the second half. Wiegers, a 3, hand in his face by Detweiler. Good defense by Detweiler, off and running Axtell. Detweiler at the rim, up and down. 4-2. No, they're going to call goaltending and wave it off. This far side referee, both Brandon Schmelsley, that's I don't think on that one. So anyway, it's going to be 2 free throws by Wyatt Detweiler. Off again, another Cunningham turnover here in this one. The referee is still agreeing. Both Logan Sandman and Brandon Schmelsley got up with their hands above the rim. I don't think they touched the ball. What's the official call? No basket is the official call. Nonetheless, Wyatt Detweiler can't finish off the old-fashioned three-point play, but he'll go to the line now with an opportunity to get his first points here in this contest. Wyatt, sophomore point guard for the Eagles, knocks down the first one. Now every Eagle main contributor scored here in this one. Detweiler, a 46% free throw shooter, looks smooth as silk on that one. Second one here coming for Axtell. That one rattles off, and Logan Salmon, an offensive board inside. He dives for it, and a jump ball will be called. Possession arrow over to Axtell. But that just speaks to the amount of effort that Axtell has put into this season. The Eagles are up 24 here in the third quarter, and Logan Sandman is diving on the floor for a ball. I mentioned it in the first opening of this game. Dighton is a comeback kid, the cardiac cast, as one news outcast called them. So Axtell is going to have to play a full 32 minutes, and here in this one, this might be their best game so far this season at both ends of the court. Man-to-man defense here by the Eagles that we've been in all time. Wiegers, 3, hand in his face, no. Board being sent around, taken by Dalton Heinen. Defense for Axtell everywhere here in this one. Now Eli will run point. Detweiler here right side will look for Heinen inside. It'll go up top to Collins. Dalton Heinen in there for the big for Axtell. 6'2 senior. Played fairly all season, getting a lot of minutes here in his final high school game. Topside Detweiler, now right wing Eli. Takes on a 3, now swings it over. Around the horn, left corner Collins. Collins quickly to Smelsley. Smelsley quick dribble inside. It's going to be a block called down along the baseline as Eli Brocksherman sent Kendall Rogers to the floor. Rogers gets up holding that middle part of his chest as he took a wallop from Eli. 3 minutes left to play in this third quarter. 42-18 is their score. It's been all Axtell here. Colin Shaughnessy has to track it back in the back court. He's going to travel with it as that pass from the baseline is just way too high for Colin to handle. Coming up at the end of this broadcast, we'll, of course, give you full recap of this one, get you ready, not safe for the next game, but this is it here on KNDY for the basketball season. So we'll close out our high school broadcast schedule for one last time here from a state title game. Reed mishandles it inside. Turnover. Cats. Here comes the Eagles. Inside. Detweiler blocked at the rim by Luke Albers. His second block here tonight. But again, the two guards for Cunningham that combined for 62 of their 79 points in a second-round win over El Rai Christian, held to just 12 here in this contest so far. 2:48 left to play in the third quarter. Detweiler gets inside the paint. Jump stop, loses it. Turnover, Axtell. Poked away, though, by Eli from behind. And back to the Eagles. Eli loses it now inside as no one wants to hold on to this rock. At the other end, Uyghur lays it up and down for his first bucket in quite a while. Since the second quarter, Uyghurs went 2 quarters without a bucket. Foul will be called at half court, then on Will, trying to get the ball out of the hands of the strong Colin Shaughnessy. Landon Schmitz will check in along with Logan Sandman. Dalton Heinen will check out. Wyatt Detweiler also to the bench. Sandman, Brockman, Shaughnessy. I believe it's Schmelsley in the far corner to go along with Schmitz here in the final 2:20 of this third period. 22-point advantage for Axtell in the state championship game. They're playing just as hard as we've seen all season. The cutter, Eli Brockman at the block, will be fouled on a beautiful pass inside from Brandon Schmelsley to Eli Brockman. Personal foul will go on Kendall Rogers, his fourth personal foul. I'm going short one on that one. Eli at the line here. Second leading scorer in the contest so far. Misses that first free throw. Him and Brandon both with 11. 2, 4, 6, 10 points for Logan Sandman. 7 for Colin Shaughnessy. 2 for Landon Schmitz. And 1 for Wyatt Detweiler so far here in this one. Dalton Heinen back out there again for head coach Jason Heinen's squad. Out will go Logan Sandman. Short-lived floor time there for the sophomore. 22-point advantage for Axtell. 2 minutes left to play in this third quarter. 10 more minutes of high school basketball in the state of Kansas. Short corner shot by Albers is off. Offensive board pulled down, though, by Rogers. Inside, Reed loses it, but it's taken by Wager. Wager spin around shot off the glass is good by Will Wager, not wanting his senior year to end. One of 4 starting seniors on this squad is Brandon, right to the teeth of the Cunningham defense. Will be fouled. That will be Doggum Reed, a third personal foul. And then Brandon Schmelsley to the line as that's the 5th personal foul committed as a team by Cunningham. Schmelsley at the line, quiet so far here in the third quarter, but calmly puts down the first free throw. Dylan Halderson and Logan Kinsler in for Kendall Rogers and Doggum Reed. Second one makes offensive board being fought for. That's going to go the way of the Wildcats. Now a kickball will be called. No, a foul's going to be called on Landon Schmitz down in the backcourt, pressuring the defense full court. (43-22) is our score. Third period here from Colby, Kansas. Pass inside will be tossed around. Wager ends up with a 3 off the front rim. No good. Board pulled down by Axtell. Been just not a good shooting night for Cunningham, but it has been the defense for the Axtell Eagles that have really forced this issue for the Wildcats. 2, 4, 6, 2 for 6. Axtell 2 for 6 from the free throw line here, and this one it's really been Logan Sandman leading the way. Inside, Uyghur works his way to the front of the cup. 6 points now in this quarter for Will. He's got a 14 on the contest. Eli right down Broadway. Scoop shot up, no good. Dalton Heinen, an opportunity up. No, we've got whistle travel. Called on Dalton Heinen down low from the backside official. I don't know how he saw that one for half court. But good action inside by Dalton Heinen coming off the bench here in this one for head coach Jason Heinen's squad. Will Uyghur hounded by Schmitz inside the lane. Foul will be called and 1 for Will Uyghur as he is trying to will his team back into this one for Cunningham as Landon Schmitz gets a little bit too handsy on the senior guard. Wyatt Detweiler will check out Colin Shaughnessy. Logan Sandman will check out Dalton Heinen. Schmelsley will stay in there along with Eli Brockschman. Final 43 seconds of this quarter. It's been all Axtell in this one, leading 43-26. Wager drops down the free throw. We got 9 points in this quarter, 17 now in the game to lead Cunningham in scoring. The big storyline, Luke Albers, who's been the story of both tournaments last 2 years, only with 4 points here in this one. Tynan takes a quick 30-second break to draw up the play. We'll take it with them. Eagles leading 43-27 here on KNDY.
Are you tired of one-size-fits-all insurance? Become a champion of choice with an independent insurance agent. We're not tied to one company. At SBS Insurance Agency, we shop a variety of options to find the coverage that suits you. Experience the freedom of tailored insurance solutions, personalized service, and unwavering support. Choose SBS today. Your coverage, your way. Call us and let us navigate the insurance maze for you.
Final 32 seconds of this third quarter as Axtell leading big 43-27. 8 more minutes and the Eagles can taste victory here in Colby, Kansas, trying to make it 3 for 3 as far as we know. Donovan West girls playing right now down in Bramlage in their 2A state champions. Centralia girls go undefeated. They take out Little River 50-43 in their championship game. And earlier tonight here on KNDY, it was the Hanover Wildcats girls action, winning 3 straight under head coach Chris Bikeman with a 46-35 victory over TVL Berlin. There's a foul called inside. That was from Logan Sandman to the strike. Misses long off the first free throw here. Second one upcoming here for Logan. Righty puts it up, halfway down and out, no good. Logan goes 0 for 2. Now he's right at his 50% mark for the game. Final 25 seconds of this quarter. Wigger inside the lane. Block will be called on that one. He got to the shoulder of Landon Schmidt, who was set up from the charge from about half court when Wigger was bringing it down. That's only going to be the 4th team foul on Axtell here in this one. Subs will come in. Colin Shaughnessy and Dalton Heinen. Oh, no, that's going to be 5 team fouls now. I thought it was only 4. Unless it's a shooting foul. They might have said Will was in the act of shooting motion. He was very close. He knocks down the first personal foul. Dalton Heinen and Colin, she checks in for Logan Sandman and Landon Schmidt. Second one here for Wager. Drops this one down. Cunningham keeping it fairly close here in this one. Now a 14-point contest. Again, someone called these the Cardiac Cats earlier this year. Let's see if they can do it here. A travel will be called on Dalton Heinen down low. Then from this far side official, head coach Jason Tynan doing everything he can to get his senior post a bucket here in this one as Dalton played a lot of minutes in this ball game. Final 6 seconds. Left side, it'll be a tax shot off the rim, no good from Alderson. Offensive board down low by Albers. He puts it up, no good, and that will end our first 3 quarters of this one. Eagles holding on to a dominating 49 to 30-point lead here for the end of 3 quarters. We'll take a break. Word from our sponsors. When we're back, it's the final stanza, final 8 minutes of high school basketball here on KNDY.
If your vehicle is looking like it just went through a muddy rally race, or perhaps it's been target practice for the neighborhood bird gang, then you need to get your car washed today at the Axtell Car Wash. The Axtell Car Wash has 2 enclosed self-service bays, even one size for semi-tractors. Just pull in, pay with your bank card, and wash all the dirt, mud, bugs, and bird stuff off your vehicles. You don't have to drive far to get a clean car. Just visit the Axtell Car Wash, proud supporter of the Axtell Eagles.
The building pros at the Axtell Lumber Company in Axtell are ready to help you out with your building project. If you're remodeling or adding a room to your home, or if you have new construction in mind, on the farm, or a new residential construction unit, they'll help you out at the Axtell Lumber Company. They manufacture hog and calf shelters and roof trusses in Axtell. They're quality made and priced right. Also stop in for paint, tools, hardware, and more at the Axtell Lumber Company, Axtell, Kansas.
Max Blasky back with you here from Colby, Kansas for the final 8 minutes high school basketball action here this season. Cunningham trying to keep it close. They outscored Axtell in that third quarter 13-8. It was Will Wager, the All-State senior, with 11 points in that quarter. A game high now 19 for his team. As Axtell balanced attack as always, has 3 players in double figures. Axtell loses it, Cunningham loses it. Back and forth we go with the turnovers. Detweiler attacks middle, kicks it to Logan, quick up and down for Logan Sandman. He's got a dozen points here in this championship contest as Axtell pushes their lead back up 45-29. Now second one, ball's carried around, back's in the hands of Luke Albers. Luke Albers from the short corner, no. Luke Albers only 4 points in this contest as Axtell has closed him down in this one. Detweiler, top side, gives it to Sandman. Rotation, right wing, Smelsley. Thought about a three, but he'll drive it baseline. Calms it down from the short corner, up and down. Smooth-looking shot from the senior. He's got 14 to lead the way for Axtell. It's been his tournament, averaging 15 points a game. He's right there at it here in this one. Albers, fader from 7, no. It won't go down for Luke Albers as this Axtell defense has got in the head of Cunningham. They did early, they did often, and it looks like Axtell will hold on here the final quarter of this one. I don't want to call it too early, but unless Kevin Durant jumps out there for this Cunningham squad and this Axtell defense forgets how to play basketball, it might be all she wrote here from Colby. Detweiler, top side, sneaks inside, swings it to Brocksterman. It's poked away by Sturiker. Turnover, Axtell. Here comes Cunningham. 3 left corner. Oh, there it goes. Kendall Rogers, a triple. Makes it 47-32. 15-point game here in the final stanza. Smelsley, top side with it. Head coach Jason Tynan calls the clear-out play. Final 6 minutes of this contest. Top side, Detweiler. Looking for some help on a 4-out, 1-in set. Shaughnessy off the screen roll left wing. Kicks it out as Axtell continues to work ball. Good little give and go there from Brocksterman to Sandman, but Sandman has trouble with it and misses the shot. Never really actually had the ball. 3 ball on the other side. No from Duggan Reed. 1 and done. Here are the Wildcats. Shaughnessy all the way to the rim, takes the hard bump, and an intentional foul is going to be called on that bump. I'm not sure I agree with the intentional foul. It was definitely a foul called down low. Shaughnessy hit the ground pretty darn hard, but I'm not sure on the intentional standpoint on that one. As it goes on Nate Sturiker, his 4th personal foul. Now with that intentional, it will send Colin Shaughnessy to the line for 2 free throws here in this 4th quarter. First one is down for Colin. Axtell was very good from the line in the first half. They were perfect 8 for 8. Second quarter, they came back from earth 2 for 8. Second one from Shaughnessy rattles off. He goes 1 for 2. Axtell will hold possession on that intentional foul. 48-32. Here's our score, 4th quarter action. Detweiler straight on 3. Oh, halfway down and out, but Logan Salmon there with the action. He's going to get an over-the-back foul. Maybe not what you wanted, but still playing hard here is the sophomore. This Axtell squad looks to be in good hands for a few years to come. Logan Sandman will get checked out. Dalton Heinen, the senior, will check back in for him. Dalton, big minutes here in this championship game for head coach Jason Zynan's squad. Turnover now out of the hands of Luke Albers. Back over to Axtell it goes. And now I believe it's just going to be poked out of bounds, but we'll stay on the Axtell sideline. 5:20 left to play here in this ball game. 48-32. And Axtell jumped out to a 21-7 lead in the first half. On average this season, they jumped out to a 17-9 lead, and that's been the case all year long. Here's miscommunication between Shaughnessy and Brocksterman. It'll be a turnover, Axtell. Here comes Cunningham. Seems to be trailing 48-32. Wager's into the contact. The 2 foul shots now by Will Wager, as he has been all the offense here for this Wildcats team, as he has 19 of Cunningham's 32 points. That's over 50% of them from the floor. First free throw will be a miss. That foul goes to Colin Shaughnessy, his third personal. Logan Sandman has 4. Other than that, Landon Schmidt, Shaughnessy, only Eagles in trouble with 3 fouls. Second one goes down there for Weger. It's a 20-point performance so far for the senior from Cunningham. An all-state pick first team last year and well-deserved, as him and Luke Alvarez have caused havoc in their league all season long, the Heart of the Plains League, due to leading them to an undefeated year. Head coach Jason Tynan takes a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Axtell Eagles looking to cruise to a state championship, leading 48-33, 4:42 left.
Axtell Truss has the experience to provide custom-built trusses for any application. Put them to work with your next project. Let them help design the right pitch, length, and number of trusses to suit your needs. They can turn out more complicated designs and configurations as well. All are solidly built in their enclosed shop with roll-off delivery to your site available. They also assure the best materials and quality construction, completed on your schedule. Call today for a quote or more information at 785-736-2291. That's Axtell Truss.
Dr. Brittany here with Marysville Dental Care, where your family's health is our top priority. Dr. Zach, our team, and I are the family dental home you've always been looking for.
Our comprehensive dental care is designed to serve all of your dental needs. Whether it's a routine cleaning, braces, or cosmetic work, we provide the highest quality of care with a comfortable experience. Visit our office across from the Marysville Courthouse or go to marysvilledentalcare.com to schedule a visit.
Have the smile you've always wanted with our team by your side.
Max Blasky back with you here from Colby, Kansas, as the Axtell Eagles look to close out this one. Good turnover. They're forced again by the Eagles. Third for Cunningham in this quarter. Now unofficially 18 committed by the Wildcats in this game. Axtell hasn't been much better, though, as they've now got, let me do quick math here, 20 for Axtell, but it's the defense of the Eagles. They held Cunningham to 16% shooting in this first half. Cunningham got a little bit better, 38% in the third quarter, so that's because Will Wager went right to the front of the rim. Logan Sandman out top, out there along with Eli Brockstrom, Landon Schmitz, Brandon Schmelzley, and Colin Shaughnessy. 4 minutes left to play in this ball game as the Eagles fans can taste or can smell the Eagles' second state championship in school history. Tough way here for Nate Sturiker to go out. The big 6'3" senior fouls out in his final contest as a Wildcat at the 4:02 mark in this ball game. Just 1 point here in this one as the big man from Cunningham, an excellent compliment to Weger and Albers all season long. But here in this one, the game plan was masterful by head coach Jason Tynan and assistant coach James Shaughnessy. Give them a lot of credit for this one and the victory. And Abby Stevie, too, as well. Ball's going to be poked away. It's going to go stay with the Axtell Eagles. Final 3:46 here of this ball game. Axtell, one of the most dominant teams in the Twin Valley League this year. They won the Twin Valley League regular season for the first time in school history this season with an undefeated year. They're 3-time league tournament champions in Twin Valley League. Last year they finished third here at state. 2 years ago it was a fourth-place finish. And I mentioned it in the opening. The loss to semifinal action to Lebo last year out at Great Bend set heavy with the Wildcats all off season long. And they wanted to track at a state title. And they're getting just that. And Cunningham, unfortunately, was on the short end of an old-fashioned defensive game plan by the Eagles, who just closed down Cunningham's offense. They've held All-State guard Luke Albers to just 4 points in this contest. There was a foul committed out top by Dylan Halderson. Wilson Detweiler to the free throw line for free throws. He's 1 for 2 already, misses the first one, making him a 1 for 3. Second one here coming to the sophomore guard. That one drops down. Detweiler now 2 for 2 in this game with 2 points. 3 balls straight up. No, off the front of the rim. They dared Kendall Rogers to do that. He's hit 2. Now he's 2 for 4, and a foul will be committed at half court. No, it's going to be, a turnover. Axtell, as just as soon as that turnover occurred, everyone kind of put their hands with the palms down, so just calm down. Final 3:15 left to play in this 1A Division II state championship contest. Steal by Shaughnessy. Takes it right out of the hands of Kendall Rogers. And now Eagles with the ball and the big lead. 3 minutes left in this ball game. Eli Broxman drives to right baseline, looking for help. Good rotation. Detweiler back to Broxman in the right corner. Broxman takes the bump, looking for some help, and a foul will finally be called. Eli Broxman took a whack to the head. He's letting the official know it, too, as well. Doggin Reed fouls out. He's going to be the second Wildcat to find the fine here in this one as he fouls out at the 2:52 mark in this fourth quarter. Only 2 points for the fellow seniors. Again, a class of 4 seniors, Doggin Reed, Nate Sturiker, Will Wager, and Luke Albers led Cunningham to their first undefeated regular season in school history and led them to a state title last contest. I believe that was their first in school history, too, as well in that one. Yes, it was. They were 1 for 1. Axtell's 1 for 1 in their history, but it's going to be the Eagles of the Twin Valley League. Good on this one. Take the first one. Second free throw down. 2 shots. Okay. Second free throw down there by Eli Broxman. Too busy looking at the bucket. Logan Kinsler gets a bucket in here late in the fourth quarter. Eagles quickly back the other way. Controlling this contest. 3 ball, left wing, Eli, no. Rebound, Brandon Schmelsley. Schmelsley with the right corner will reset for Axtell. Top side, Shaughnessy gets to the free throw line, kicks it out. Final 2:10 of this ball game. Axtell led 21-7 at the end of the first quarter. They led 35-16 at half. Cunningham outscored the Eagles in the third, but it's going to be too little, too late here for Cunningham as 7 Kirshen will meet Brandon Schmelsley at the pinnacle, at the rim, but a foul will be called on the Wildcats. Full timeout will be called here by Coach James Jason-Tyne, and we'll take it with them. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Looking for a career that takes you places? Landall in Marysville is hiring traveling service technicians. This role is perfect for skilled professionals ready to hit the road and provide warranty and repair services for agricultural equipment. Must have strong diagnostic and repair skills, welding experience, and a passion for hands-on work. A CDL Class A and passport are required or be able to obtain. Competitive wages and an excellent benefit package available. Learn more online at landall.com/careers and apply online. EEO Vets and Disabilities, welcome.
Again, tipping our hat off to Cunningham. They came in here, had a heck of a team. They took out what many thought was going to be a state championship team in El Raya Christian. The senior class, again, led them to their first ever undefeated season, led them to their first state championship win last year. And the senior class of Nate Sturiker, Doggin Reed, Luke Albers, and Will Wager just ran into a buzzsaw that is this Axtell Eagles team. Dominant in the Twin Valley League. I'd say they've been dominant out here at state. They had a tough fight with Dighton, though. Last night, the Eagles came out on top. Dominant first round and dominant here in a state championship game. Brandon Smelsley at the line. He goes 1 for 2, hits the back half. And again, just to give you a little thought, so I said it once earlier in the broadcast, Cunningham came in averaging 36 points per game. Right now, they have 35. They average 63 points per game. They have 35 here. Shaughnessy finishes it off with a bucket at the rim. Colin Shaughnessy now with 10 points as he is the fourth Axtell Eagles to score in double figures. Will Ragers, or Luke Alvarez to the line, no. He misses that runner at the other end. Shaughnessy again. He's met at the rim and takes a hard fall, though. Looks like he will bounce back up. Going to pull out the quote that I read earlier this week. Old Aristotle's quote, "The whole is greater than the sum of the parts." And here in this tournament, it has been all Axtell Eagles leading 53-35 here in this fourth quarter. I don't think they've trailed in this ball. First free throw is down, and there's the white flag from first-year head coach Kelly Arnberger, as he will bring in his subs off the bench for Cunningham. At the free throw line, Colin Shaughnessy will have one more crack at it as he hit the first one. Second one upcoming for Colin. Halfway down, and it goes in for Colin. Now, Lucas Talbot will check in to the game. A big standing ovation for the Axtell Eagles stand as Lucas Talbot, a 6-foot junior, will check out Brandon Smelsley. There goes the Colin Shaughnessy, or Eli Brocksherman. Here goes Wyatt Detweiler. It's a parade of players falling in now for head coach Jason Tynan, and a heck of a year for this Eagles squad. Again, most wins in school history at 24. Head coach Jason Tynan earns his 150th career win last night as it's the white flag waved here in Colby, Kansas. Eagles will claim their second state title in school history. They're now 2 for 2 in state title games. Here's going to be a foul inside committed by Lucas Talbot. Talbot's going to get himself at least in the scoring column. So out there right now, it's Gavin Shaughnessy, Lucas Talbot, along with Blaze Bussing. And now in will come Bill Lieberger as one of 4 seniors for this Axtell Eagles squad, 5, will check out of the contest, and that's Dalton Hyden, who had himself a lot of playing time here in this one and made good on it too as well. So Bill Lieberger, Lucas Talbot, fellow senior, Blaze Bussing out there as well. Gavin Shaughnessy, another senior for this squad, will get an opportunity to play here in a state tournament game. Late free throws will be put in now by Cunningham. Second one is down 2 as well for number 23. At the other end, turnover Axtell. Final 60 seconds here from Colby. Turnover Cunningham as they go too fast on their offensive possession. But the Axtell faithful can feel it. They got the state championship in football this year. They're going to come home with a state basketball championship in boys, and they're going to hopefully come in with a third straight in track. Inside, Gavin Shaughnessy lays it in for his first bucket here in this one. One of 5 seniors for the Eagles that have built this program into what it is. Axtell just 3 years ago was 12-11 on the basketball court. 2 years ago, 21-6, set a school record with 23 wins, or at the time school record with 23 wins last season and a third-place finish at State 1A Division II. And this year, a school record 25 wins here now for the Axtell Eagles, as they are 22 seconds away from celebrating this victory back in Axtell, Kansas. It's going to get skipped out of the hands of Livebarger. Cunningham has an opportunity to put one more on the board here in the waning seconds. Layup up, layup no good. Board being fought for. Up shot blocked by number 11. That's going to be Bill Livebarger getting into the contest. At the other end, a bucket for Cunningham. And that's all she wrote, though, as the Axtell Eagles break off the cap. Big hugs from head coach Jason Tynan and his assistant coaches, as Axtell is your 2023 or 24-25 1A Division II champion for the second time in school history and the first time since 2013. The Axtell Eagles are a perfect 2-2 in championship games as they knock off defending champion and previously undefeated Cunningham in the championship game 57-39 here out in Colby, Kansas. What a run for the Axtell Eagles it has been as the dynasty continues here, as these five seniors, Gavin Shaughnessy, Blaze Bussing, Dalton Heinen, Brandon Schmelsley, and Eli Broxterman, can say that they went out on top, the winningest program in Axtell school history at 25 wins. Jason Tynan records his 151st win here tonight, and a state champion will be crowned on the basketball court for the Axtell Eagles for the first time since 2013. We'll take our final time out of this broadcast. When we come back, final thoughts and analysis, here from Colby, Kansas, as we end our high school basketball coverage from the year. Again, final score, Axtell 57, Cunningham 39. We'll be back after this final word from our sponsors.
Tough Midwest lawns need tough American-made mowing equipment. This year, ride with the best on a new Hustler mower from Blue Valley Trailers in Waterville. Hustler provides top-of-the-line cutting performance while also offering first-in-class comfortable designs. With a full line of residential and commercial zero-turn options, Blue Valley Trailers can have you on a new Hustler in no time or service the one you have. See what options are available at BlueValleyTrailers.com or stop by the showroom on the east side of Waterville. Hustler mowers work as hard as you. Find the right model today at Blue Valley Trailers.
Cattle sales Thursdays at Marysville Livestock Incorporated. For upcoming consignment listings, go online to MarysvilleLivestock.com or call the sale barn if you're listing early consignments. Contact sale barn manager Jim Dollinghouse or any of their fieldmen. Marysville Livestock Incorporated, featuring cattle sales on Thursdays. For additional information and early consignments, go online to MarysvilleLivestock.com.
Earning a degree is easy with Highland Community College. Highland offers multiple locations and technical training across Northeast Kansas. Can't make it to campus? No problem with Highland's online classes. Live out of state? Pay one low rate of $126 per credit hour. Enrollment is open now, so visit us at highlandcc.edu. Highland Community College. Close to home, far from debt.
Since 1976, Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions has been your farm and home marketing team. Let the experienced family team of Tom and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you when buying or selling a home or farmland. Delivering timely, honest, and professional guidance, visit olmstedrealestate.com to view current listings and auctions. Your farm and home marketing team is Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions.
Sold 300. That's buyer 5-2.
Warm weather is on the way, and it's time for spring cleaning. Cut down on clutter by signing up for paperless billing with Blue Valley Technologies. Tired of mail delays? No need to worry, with monthly invoices being sent directly to your email. Sign up before April 30th for paperless billing by changing your account settings online at bluevalley.net or call our office at 877-876-1228 and receive a one-time $20 bill credit.
For the final time, this has been Max Laskin on KNDY FM at 95.5. It ends with a championship just as it did in the football season for the Axtell Eagles, as they are your 2024-25 state basketball champions, as head coach Jason Kynan lifts that trophy well above his head here at Colby Event Center. It's joyous and celebration for the Eagles, as business well done here for these Axtell boys. A school record 25 wins on the season, a first championship since 2013, and the most wins, again, in school history. It's just been a heck of a run. First Twin Valley League regular season title in school history, third straight Twin Valley League tournament championship too as well. We're going to close out our broadcast, as you can get national news coming up at the top of the hour with ABC. Looking at Cunningham in their final game here. Congratulations to their seniors, Will Wager, Luke Albers, Nate Sturker, and Dagum Reed. But it was all Eagles in this one, especially defensively, as they forced Cunningham into just 18% shooting in the first half. And that's really where it started for the Eagles. Axtell jumped out to a 21-7 lead at the end of the first quarter, and they held on to that the entire way. They did get outscored in the third, but it was Eagles in the fourth quarter closing it out 14-10 with the championship here in Colby, Kansas. We're going to try and get a picture here of everything going on as everyone jumps in to try and grab one for the Eagles. But Cunningham in this contest, led by Will Wager with 24 points, and all-state and 20-point-per-game scorer Luke Albers was held to just 4, as the defensive game plan by the coaching staff for the Eagles was absolutely masterful here in this game. 6 points for Kendall Rogers, 4 points for Luke Albers, and 3 there in the back half with 2 points for Cunningham. Cunningham ends up going 11 for 15 from the free throw line here in this one. They only shoot 23% from the floor, as defensively, a team that averages 63 points per game held to 39 here in this contest in a championship matchup from Colby, Kansas. Now, looking at the Axtell boys as they knock off the previously undefeated and state champ Cunningham Wildcats. Axtell balanced all season long, led in scoring by 4 double-digit scores. They had that here today, and it was who you'd expect. Brandon Schmelsley, probably the tournament MVP, averaged 15 points per game, had 15 in this one. 12 apiece for Colin Shaughnessy, Logan Sandman, and Eli Rocksterman. 2 apiece for Wyatt Detweiler, Landon Schmidt, and Gavin Shaughnessy. Axtell ends up going 16 for 28 from the free throw line. They took their opportunities when they had them, shooting 61%. And the biggest point here in this one, not only the defense, but points in paint. Axtell attacked the rim, as they always like to do. They outscored Cunningham 28-16 in the paint here in this contest. Bench points also big, 14 for Axtell, only 4 for Cunningham in this one. There were no lead changes, only one time, as Axtell dominated this game from start to finish here to claim their second state championship in school history. They're now 2 for 2 in championship games, and I guess all you could say about Axtell Athletics the last couple of years is all they do is win. For the last time, I appreciate the sponsorships from everyone. A big thank you to our Axtell sponsors, Cook Excavating, Axtell Trust, SBS Insurance, Seneca, Axtell and Hometown Lumber, Little Joe's Service, Axtell Car Wash, B&D Buildings, Brad Brocksterman, Moonlight Restoration, Western National Bank, Eagle HVAC and Plumbing, Aces Cafe, and as well as our state sponsors, Blue Valley Technologies, Rob Olmstead and Robstead Real Estate, Highland Community College, Marysville Livestock Incorporated, Blue Valley Technologies, Blue Valley Trailers in Waterville, Landall Company, and Marysville Dental Care. Swing on over to the DVL Sports Spotlight to see if the Donovan West girls were able to make it 4 for 4 for the TVL. We'll see how that comes about. But so far here in Colby, TVO goes 2 for 2 as the Hanover girls take care of Lynn in our first contest. Hanover wins their third straight girls state title, and the Axtell boys pick up their first state title since 2013 with a dominating 57-39 victory over defending champs and previously undefeated Cunningham. Signing off for the last time, this has been Max Velasky. We'll see you when next basketball or football season rolls around. It's been an absolute honor to be able to call these games. We appreciate all the listeners, all the sponsors that tune in to us weekly. But we'll sign off until football season rolls around in the fall of 2025. And Max Velasky here on KDY FM 95.5 for Bruce Deerking and Katie Jeter back in the station. One last time, go Eagles, as Axtell are your state champions, and we'll see you when the gridiron hits again in the fall.
KNDY